So are Christians free to watch any kind of entertainment at all? Is that part of our freedom in Jesus? Hey friends, this is Dr. Michael Brown. You're watching Ask Me Anything. That's the question we're going to tackle today. And here's how you get me your questions every week. Email me, send them to ask@god.tv. Put your name in the email and what country you're from. We love to know that as well. Or post your question on Facebook, on the God TV Facebook page, and say, these are for Dr. Brown. Or the other thing you can do is you can tweet them to God TV, but make sure you use the hashtag AMADRBrown, which means Ask Me Anything, Dr. Brown. Well, we know that we have freedom in Jesus, that we're not under the Sinai covenant, but what does that freedom entail? So here's a question from David via email. Are Christians free to watch any movie or TV show they wish, no matter what content is in it, or is it a sin? Now there are two different questions. Are you free to do it, or is it a sin? Of course, it's a sin to watch sinful entertainment. Of course. Jesus sets us free from sin, not to sin. Jesus says if your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out, throw it away. He's speaking metaphorically. It's a figure of speech to say if the things you're watching are causing you to sin, get rid of them. All right, so absolutely, without question, we are called, 1 Peter 1, to be holy as God is holy. End of 2 Corinthians 6, to separate ourselves, to come out from the uncleanness of the world. 2 Corinthians 7, to perfect holiness in the fear of God, and to purge ourselves from everything that contaminates body and spirit. Hebrews 12:14, we are to pursue holiness without which no one will see the Lord. Ephesians 5, there shouldn't even be any hint, any reference whatsoever to sexual immorality in our midst, and that we're to have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather reprove them. Of course it's wrong to be entertained by sinful things. You say, well, where exactly do we draw the line? Well, some things are overt and clear. If you're entertained by sexual immorality, if you're entertained by things that mock and blaspheme God, if you're entertained by gratuitous violence, that's obviously sinful and wrong in the sight of God. It may just be you waste hours and hours, and that's sinful and wrong in the sight of God. But is it fine sometimes to relax? Is there a family movie to watch? Are there things that are okay? Yeah, relaxing is great. And there's certain things that are good and appropriate for families and that are edifying for individuals. You work that out between you and the Lord. Someone suggested this. Ask the question, is it light or is it darkness? Some things are really neutral, but many things are clearly dark and other things are clearly light. Let that be your guide. You say, but what about freedom? What about our freedom in Jesus? Let me repeat. We are set free from sin, not to sin. 1 Peter 2 and Galatians 5 urge us not to use our freedom as a cloak for the flesh, as an excuse for the flesh. So yes, you are free to disobey. Yes, you are free to sin, but there's a consequence to it. Your sin will find you out. Your sin can separate you from God. Your sin can defile you and hurt you and cut your life short. So sin is destructive. We are free to do it, all right? But there are consequences if we do. I'll say it once more. Jesus sets us free from sin, not to sin. And may I encourage you, on my website, AskDrBrown.org, we have a lot of teaching on holiness as well as courses, a whole course you can download on holiness and find out more about it, grow and what the Word says, other resources. So check them out right now on my website, AskDrBrown.org, AskDrBrown.org. Oh, one more thing. We are active on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. So connect with me. When you go to my website, you'll find all those icons, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Connect with us there. See you here next time.
Thank you for watching the program. Dr. Brown is here to answer your questions. If you have something you want to ask, then either email ask@god.tv, tweet #AMADRBrown, or go to the God TV Facebook page. We want to hear your question, so please contact us today.
Start the day right with God Today. Enjoy some of the very best teaching from anointed speakers, exclusive daily content, and special access to an online community of believers. We're celebrating the launch of God Today with a limited 7-day free trial. Sign up today and enjoy this offer. But hurry, it won't last long. Start your day right in the presence of God.